Scorpio, it's your girl Merch, the Big Body Benz. Run tell them, the Big Body High Priestess, somebody come see this. I popped in to see what you need to be releasing at this time. This one's a little tricky, I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like you're really exhausted where you keep interacting with someone over and over again. You know, having doing something, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. It being a definition of insanity, but it also being really draining. For some of you, you truly are a protector. You stepped in and helped someone, a caretaker. You wouldn't leave someone's side until something was diffused, something was calmed down. Could have been a real hostile situation. Someone's health could have been at risk. For some of you, you did this, but someone didn't want you there. Someone didn't want you present. Someone didn't like you being there. Someone felt violated by your presence. Someone felt like you shouldn't have been there, or your presence wasn't wanted or warranted. Your input wasn't warranted. Tell you on that they didn't ask for your help. They didn't ask for you to be there. Meanwhile, you recognize or you feel that they needed you. Or you recognize that someone else needed you to be, you know, heavy on the I don't care if you don't want me there. She needs me there. She needs me here, or he needs me here. For some of you, it's I don't care if you don't want me here. You need me here. And that being the sticky part. That being the part that may cross a boundary or two. For some of you, overnight. Heavy on the overnight, something just fell apart. You watch something die overnight. You have no idea how it happened. Someone's money completely depleted overnight. An opportunity that you thought would be really lucrative or really abundant. Having on the money going down the drain. Or losing something that was supposed to be really beautiful. Or realizing that it wasn't thriving the way that you thought it was. And somehow this happening overnight for you, when the reality, or in your mind, your perception, when in reality it really wasn't happening overnight. This is something that have been going on for a while. Heavy on the stress. Someone being really stressed, something being really stressful, being really exhausted. Not feeling well at all, but not leading on or letting anyone know where you don't feel well at all because you're staying strong for someone else, or you are feeling what someone else is going through. You recognize that whatever is happening is absolutely not good for them. But this doesn't feel like it's good for you either. I feel like this is a recurring thing, a thing where you have to keep coming in to save someone. Or you feel like it's your job, your duty to do this, and it's depleting you so fucking much, and you needing to stop releasing, you needing to release this, needing to let someone else fight their own battles, or support someone and walking away. For some of you, you try to keep putting it back together, keep trying to piece it back together, trying to fix it, and it's time that somebody walks away. It's time that something ends. This could be you from someone else, or you talking to a friend, having on dealing with someone, you know, a loved one, a friend, a family member. Seeing them go through some really toxic shit, holding space for them, and it always backfiring on you. Or you get out to be made the bad guy. Heavy on the being somewhere you weren't wanted. For some of you, there's an Aquarius out here. You were being deceptive in regards to this Aquarius, or this Aquarius was being deceptive with you, or you were able to calm them down, show them the error of their ways. Somebody showed up in their devil nature while someone else showed up in their higher self, you know? Real battle of the lower self from one person and the higher self of another. I feel like your higher self won, or someone else's higher self won. You know, was able to keep the devil energies at bay, or quiet them, calm them down, Make someone see the error of their ways. Make someone see what they were doing wrong. Whether this is you or someone else doing this to show you the error of your ways. Heavy on the Scorpio masculine being out here. A lot of you are feminine energies. You are women and with definitely with masculine energy. But there's also a Scorpio masculine out here. In general. And it really being really sticky because some of you are really fucking deceptive. And others of you are not. Some of you have Aquarius in your chart, or you're dealing with an Aquarius. Have you on a masculine Scorpio being deceptive when it comes to an Aquarius feminine? But a Scorpio feminine having Aquarius in her chart and her not being deceptive, it's weird. It's strange somehow. Her coming from the best place, or her showing up right on time, or there being a Scorpio masculine who goes against an Aquarius to defend a feminine energy. I don't want to get stuck up on signs, but this just keeps coming out. For some of you, no matter what somebody says, no matter what somebody says about how you need to leave, you need to go somewhere, you need to get out of here, you ain't doing it, you ain't budging. So you know the situation is safe, it's clear, feels like it could get really dangerous, feels like it puts you in a bad space. So the amount of energy that you have to exert is not healthy for you. Puts you in a compromising position or a dangerous position. Feels like it forces you to have to be transparent about certain things you're embarrassed about, or you're embarrassed for someone else. You have to speak on their behalf, you know, be really transparent about where they're going through some things. For some of you, someone has asked you to leave them alone. They want you to go away. They want you to leave them alone. They don't want you to keep trying to make things work. They don't want you popping up on them. They don't want you coming out of nowhere. They don't like that you have access to them whenever you like, whenever you want. For some of you, you're ignoring your own health issues, your own doctor's appointments, your own calls from your doctor. You put your health on the back burner to show up for someone else, or someone is doing this for you. Pick what side you're on. You could be showing up now more than ever to support someone because someone feels like that you never really do, or you're never really genuine, you know, or you always have someone else's back over them, over theirs. So you want to show them that they're wrong. They're wrong about you, that that's not true. Heavy on a Scorpio, really going out of their way to save someone, or believe that they're saving someone, protect someone. Heavy on this energy, love on someone, nurture them. I keep saying this. And a Taurus wanting to fight every step of the way. A Taurus health really being at stake here, really being important, and somehow a Taurus fighting every step of the way, or a Taurus's behavior has gotten out of control. You get a Taurus out of someone else's hair. You take them away so that they can breathe, they can break, so someone else can recover. Feels like you're doing a lot of work that you don't get recognized for, or that you weren't asked for, or that really depletes you. And I don't feel like it's the first time you've done this. You keep doing this somehow. And this is popping out under what you need to release. So I really feel like this shit is taking a toll on you, or this person. For some of you, this is honoring where someone doesn't want to deal with you. Your presence isn't welcome. Your help isn't welcome. Isn't wanted. May not even be warranted. May not be needed. or absolutely is, but you have to honor people's boundaries. Have you on the crossing the line over and over again where someone does not want you to? Needing to honor that, even if it hurts you. Some of you really want to talk to someone, you're really struggling, you don't have the words, you don't know what to say, how to make them listen, how to even start the conversation. But some of you, they don't want anything to do with you, they wouldn't hear it anyway. But some of you, they absolutely would. You just have to find the words. But you're dealing with someone that you really don't know how to talk to. You don't even know where to begin, you know? Or you always tend to get your ass handed to you when you deal with this person. Or you're afraid of this, so you don't even want to talk to them for real. Needing to release that fear too. Release what you have to say. There's a lot of throat chakra blockages. You don't say what you want. For some of you, someone may very well always be in the wrong, but this was the one time that they were in the right, and they're calling on you to believe them. You know, or they may have some shit with them normally or usually, but it not being the case today, that, you know, or now, them being the victim, or them really needing support, or they telling the truth, or they didn't start it, or they are calling for someone else to take some accountability that's just not happening. And they want you to believe them, or they want someone else to believe them about you, and where your intentions aren't pure. It's really messy. Your reading is really confusing, if I'm being honest. I'm just going to stop channeling and pray. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angel, spirit guide, spirit animal, source guide, universe, please allow me to tap in on my Scorpios, sun, moon, rising, Venus, and North Node, to see what they need to be releasing, cleansing, purging at this time, protecting themselves from at this time. Please protect this space from any negative energies and only allow energies of love and light to enter. Ashe, thank you, Spirit. A masculine could be doing his best to show up in his higher self in regards to an Aquarius, or you put them back in place, you know. You try to get them back in an area of control, or someone thinks that you want to control them. Meanwhile, you just want to heal a connection. You don't want to be overbearing, overpowering. You don't want to show up in your lower self. You want to do the right thing. You just want peace. You just want to heal something. You just want to help someone. You actually have a lot of things to get to. You actually have a lot of work to do. You're actually really artistic or really creative. Your work is getting backed up somehow, or your ideas are getting backed up. For some of you, just don't have the money. You're losing the money left and right. For some of you, you're seeing where a masculine doesn't have the money to match a feminine energy, and that being the root of it. Your money isn't the root of all evil. It's how people feel about money being the root of all evil. What people are willing to do for money being the root of all evil. A masculine really being in his devilish nature, really being manipulative, knowing this, seeing this, and a feminine energy doing her best to use her best judgment, or someone is needing her to use her best judgment at this time. She is trying to, or you needing to use your best judgment and being able to assess what happened, where someone who's usually the one at fault actually isn't. You may spend a lot of money dealing with someone, a lot of money, time, energy, something that you feel you can't get replaced, can't come back from, or it's harder for you to replace than others, but it being worth it because you know someone really needs it. For some of you, this is to no avail. I don't even know what that means or why I just heard that. Some of you, you can't shift your perspective. A masculine can't shift his perspective about something, so he can't honor a beautiful new beginning that's coming in. He's not honoring it. He's not honoring a baby. He's not honoring a new relationship, a new journey he's supposed to go on, or the fact that things have completely changed. He's supposed to be having a new beginning with someone, and he's stuck in such lack mentality, or he doesn't feel good enough, or he really has a hole in his pocket. He doesn't have the money, and that being the root of it all. Not having what she has to match her for some of you, or can't understand why he's spending so much money on something. They need to be releasing at this time. Yeah, where, you know, where you keep trying to make something work, balance something out with someone, because I kind of feel like you're in a really good space, or you need to honor where someone's in a really good space. Or a Leo, heavy on a Leo, supposed to be on top of the world. The Empress, somebody could be pregnant. You could be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra. For some of you, you could be somebody's mother. You could be dealing with someone's mother. Seeing where someone is being really reckless, dealing with divine feminine, trying to balance some shit out, thinking that you're going to come out on top, or it's going to work itself out, and it very well may not. Or you're blessed, you know, someone is blessed to still be very fortunate or very healthy after the things that they went through, after making some really poor decisions, or some things that, you know, making decisions that could possibly throw them off balance. You were off balance before. Someone was off balance before in regards to a feminine energy or to an Empress, trying to balance this shit out, hoping that you would have, you know, that you would be recognized for the work you do. You very well may not. But for some of you, even if you're not, you're insistent on standing your ground against someone. You're protecting someone. For some of you, it's your mother. You do not play about her. You're going to protect her at all costs. Or your daughter. Someone you see this way, you look at this way. Someone is pregnant. Someone could be pregnant. Everyone having a lot of needing to something about creative projects having to get to them and not being able to get to them because you're fighting something, you know, having to stand your ground too, where you don't feel as recognized or as appreciated for the work that you do, having to show up anyway. I feel like you're really emotional about something. You really feel offended. You really don't know what to do. You're really afraid. You're really angry that someone is hurting someone that you love, needing to do your best to be balanced in how you move forward, because you could just escalate the situation, but low-key wanting to cry about it. Low-key wanting to be really upset. Low-key being offended at how someone is treating someone that you love. I feel myself welling up or getting really emotional, where you get really emotional and yet stuff this down. Missing someone, heavy on the missing someone who brought the best parts of you out, divine feminine, wanting her back, wanting to heal something. Recognizing where someone's heavy on someone's womb being really strong, or babies being really strong despite being in a really toxic situation, or being emotional about the fact that somebody's babies are really strong, or someone is pregnant, or being really upset that someone is not being treated the way they were supposed to, or you are someone's child's mother and you not being treated by your partner or by your child's father the way you're supposed to, being really emotional about this, constantly not releasing this. This doesn't even have to be something that you've been dealing with currently, but it being so hard for you to let go of. Bring love into the situation. The energy is gaining momentum. Believe in the impossible. A new start is coming. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio, where you really do try to come, you know, you face your fears. You really do try to come from a place of hoping that someone will see that you're doing your best. You're trying your best. You mean well. Trying to come with love where it's really hard for you. Trying to get someone to trust you. It being really hard, it not working out, wanting to heal something with your child's mother, with divine feminine, being really upset that no matter what you do, you can't be seen for who you are, or a masculine feels like he can't be seen for who he is, so he gets defensive instead of trusting the situation, instead of going inside himself, you know. For some of you, he really is living with a lot of guilt. A masculine is living with a lot of guilt because of something that he's done, trying to redeem himself, come back from it, and it not working. He's done too much damage. He's hurt someone more than he'll ever know. He's done such a number on her. There is no coming back. No matter what he does, there is no coming back. Nothingness. At this point, someone is so empty inside because of him, emotionally towards him, cold. There's nothing that she wants to give him. She'll never go back to him. He's hurt her way too many times. She'll never go back to being suppressed or oppressed. She'll never suppress her feelings. She'll never be quiet again. The possibilities are endless now, you know. For a lot of you, this is happening outside of you. You're watching this take place. You're the third party somehow. You're mediating somehow. Or you were smack dab in the middle of this, trying to make this shit work, fix this shit. Don't know how the hell you're going to move forward from this. And this being so toxic, needing to let it go. You know, 1 minute somebody's good, 1 minute they're not. They could have been doing this for a very long time, or they've done this in many lifetimes, or you've done this in many lifetimes. And on the outside, people think shit is real regular, shit is shit is okay, shit is real sweet, and it's absolutely not. Often you think that things are okay, you know, or it's safe to move towards this person, and then boom, next thing you know, they're fighting or you're fighting, and it wasn't safe at all. Some of this is somebody's hormones. Somebody is fighting when they should be celebrating. Somebody is fighting with multiple women. Everyone is fighting because of multiple women or with multiple women. Or somebody is pregnant. Someone could be pregnant with multiples. You just want someone to receive love and help from you. You having to rebel or go against what they want. Go against what's being asked of you, to stay away, to leave them alone in order to save someone from themselves. If that's how you feel, again, you may really be crossing some boundaries, needing to balance this out. I don't feel like it's healthy for you to put yourself in this situation, needing to bow out. It's a fucking burden for you. It's a lot for you. You wind up taking on a lot more. I don't even feel like people acknowledge where you really do take on a lot more. So much of it falls on you. You know, or where you're really tired, or where it's just too much. You can't take it, where it's a lot for you to hold back your emotions. You thought you were over with this shit. You thought that the cycle had ended. You thought you walked away, realizing that you haven't, that you're still taking care of someone. You know, you're still being weakened by someone. You're still showing up. Having to be in the middle of something, you're still weak for a Leo, you know, or you realize where a Leo is weak because it's too much for them to take on. So you step in, you know, you want to be there for them. And it constantly backfiring on you, or someone not seeing, you know. You needing to end this. You thinking that, heavy on you thinking that it was over. You being really deceptive somehow, wanting to trap someone, lying to yourself about what your intentions are, shifting your perspective about how you're not still stuck there. You get triggered into thinking that you're still stuck in a situation that you broke free of, or you still owe someone something. But for some of you, you love someone so much that you cover them, you watch them, you protect them, you're their guide. A lot of you they don't even know this. They don't even know the way that you protect them, the way that you love them, the way that spirit speaks to you, gets you there on time. Heavy on the getting there in the nick of time for some of you. Something was going down, something would happen, will happen, you know, and so you pop up. The ancestors, heavy on the ancestors guide you there. It's not even a fucking game. They make you show up. They make you, you know, or you were there at a time where someone truly needed you. Someone was dealing with an Aquarius, or someone was really deceptive, someone was plotting on someone, or someone thinks that you're being deceptive somehow, but you feeling called to be with someone that you really have to let go, or to protect something that you really have to let go, but you vowed to do this, or you keep vowing to do this. You'll do it over and over again. You know something that they don't. About a child, you can see. Someone didn't expect this child to be special, be a protector, save things. It's a crazy, I'm not saying this was going to be a crazy read. The amount of downloads, the messages that I was getting, I don't even understand this. I hope that you understand this. This is a real strange one, a real heavy one. Anyway, I love you. Everything that you need to know about me is in the description box. If you want to book a personal reading, if you want to follow me on IG, if you want to shop at our family spiritual shop, if you want to stream my music, if you want to leave me a donation, if you want to attend my baby shower, the link is, everything is in my link tree. Everything will be virtual. It's open to all of my soul tribe. First 100 in the room are welcome. As people leave, you can enter the room. You know, it's 100 at a time, but we're doing it on the 20th. And, you know, more love for my twins, for my babies. I love you so much. It's your girl, Merch, the Big Body Bench. Run, tell them, the Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. Peace.